Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. Also, if you want 2 free stocks, click on the link in the description box of this video and Webull is going to give you 2 free stocks when you open a Webull brokerage account and deposit at least $100 in that brokerage account. Those 2 stocks can be valued up to $1,850. So after this video, I want you to go to the description box, click on the link, open up that new Webull brokerage account and get that free money, guys. Whether it's early retirement, getting yourself debt-free, or saving a certain amount of money, the key to financial success is setting achievable financial goals. In today's video, I want to walk you through 7 financial goals to help you get your finances moving towards financial success. Number 1, creating a personal budget. A personal budget is important because it will help us understand the money that we have coming in. It will also help us understand what we're spending that money on. If we can live on less than what we make, then we have a good opportunity to be able to achieve our financial goals. You can sit down, take out a piece of paper, and just start writing down all of your income that you have coming in on a monthly basis. You want to then write down all of your expenses. See, the goal is to have money left over at the end of the month. There are other ways you can create a budget. You can go online and there are apps out there that will allow you to input your information and it'll track it automatically for you. Now, you shouldn't be creating this budget and then setting it aside somewhere and not looking at it ever again. You should be looking at it on a monthly basis and you should be making tweaks to it. You should be eliminating things. You should be adding things to it. If you are spending money on things that are not essential items, you may need to cut some of those things out in order to have money left over at the end of the month. That money you have left over at the end of the month will determine whether you meet and exceed your money goals. Number 2, check your credit report. I recommend at least once a year you check your credit report. The reason the credit report is important is because it serves as a report card for your creditors or any potential creditor. See, it's a permanent record that's attached to us, and it really allows a creditor to go in and take a look at your current and prior history with credit obligations. Obligations like car loans, credit cards, mortgages. Your credit report will have all of that information in it. And that's why creditors use it, so that they can get a good determination on what type of credit risk you will be. You can go to annualcreditreport.com and you can pull your credit report for free. And you can get access to the 3 major credit bureaus: Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. Some of the key things you want to look for when you go into your credit report. You want to make sure your name is correct. You want to make sure you look at all of your active and past accounts. You want to look at the creditors. You want to also look at the balance on each account. Also, you want to look at the payment history. So that payment history is going to either be positive or negative. The last thing you want to do with the credit report is you want to dispute any errors. So if your name is misspelled, or if there's an account on there that you don't believe belongs to you, or if the balance is higher than it should be on a particular credit card or loan, you want to go directly to TransUnion, Equifax, or Experian. Number 3, boost your credit score. The higher your credit score, will directly impact you hitting your financial goals. For example, if I got a 700 credit score, I am in a position in most cases where I can get lower interest rates than someone who has a 650 credit score or less. If there's a 1% interest rate difference between a 650 credit score and a 700 credit score, and I'm borrowing $25,000 for 5 years, that's a lot of additional interest I'm gonna have to pay because my credit score is lower. Having a higher credit score can also reduce your insurance premiums for your cars. Most major automobile insurance providers use your credit score as an indication of risk. The higher that credit score, the lower risk you are. The lower your credit score, the higher risk you are, so they charge you more in premiums. Number 4, building an emergency fund. We should all strive to have an emergency fund, guys, in a savings account that's separate from our checking account. We never know when we're gonna hit a bump in the road. We never know when we may get laid off from a job or when our car might need a major repair done to it. We always wanna have an emergency fund tucked away so we can take care of those bumps in the road. Now, how much should you have in your emergency fund? In my opinion, you should have at least 3 to 6 months of your monthly income. So if you're making $2,000 a month that you're bringing home, then at minimum, you want to have at least $6,000 in an emergency fund all the way up to $12,000. That is a good chunk of money for you to be able to lean on in the event you do hit a bump in the road and you don't have income coming in, or like I said, you have a major repair on your car, or if you have a roof problem or something like that, you want to always have that emergency fund so you don't disrupt everything else financially that you got going on. Number 5, pay off all consumer debt. That should be one of your financial goals, guys. Typically, your home loan interest rates are going to be super low, 3%, 4% or less. And they're going to give you 30 years to repay it. So your payment is super low as well relative to the amount of money that you borrow. But if you got consumer debt like credit cards, automobile loans, unsecured loans, those types of loans typically will carry higher interest rates. The better your credit score will drive those interest rates down. But still, compared to a home mortgage loan, they're gonna be high. So if you got credit card debt, that's the number one debt you want to pay off and retire, right? Because those interest rates can range anywhere from 0% introductory for a period of time, all the way up to 30%. So you definitely want to focus on any credit card debt that you have. I would stack rank my credit card debt from the highest interest rate card to the lowest. And then I would focus all of my free cash flow. So I have my income coming in, I pay my expenses, and then I got money left over, hopefully. The money that I have left over, I would concentrate it on paying off the highest interest rate credit card. And then once I pay that one off, I would go to number 2 and so on and so forth till I retire all of that credit card debt. Now, if you're not making enough money to do all of that, you may have to make the decision to go out and earn some extra money from a side hustle. Once the credit card debt is paid off, then I would probably shift to any other consumer debt that I have with high interest rate. Number 6, boost your retirement savings. See, retirement savings, in my opinion, guys, is one of the most important goals you can have. As we age and get older, we do not want to be trading time for money, right? We want to be able to have retirement accounts and wealth already established so that those retirement accounts and assets can take care of us when we no longer want to work anymore as we get older. Ways you can save for retirement is through a company-sponsored 401k program. Now, your company may or may not offer that program, so that's something you need to go ask them. Do they offer a 401k program with a match? If they do, my recommendation is you should start participating in that. And a 401k is simply a pre-taxed retirement account where you put your money in before you pay taxes on it, and then hopefully your company will match a certain portion of that money. The other retirement account you can think about is a Roth IRA, and that is a post-tax retirement account. You've already paid taxes on the money, but you take your after-tax money and you put it in that, and in the Roth IRA, that money will grow tax-free. Then you can also do what they call a traditional IRA if you don't have a 401k or you don't want to invest in a Roth IRA. Now, I would ask you to go out on the internet and do some research on 401k, Roth IRA, and traditional IRA. Get you some knowledge, get yourself in a position where you can use some of these retirement vehicles to put you in a good position later in life. Number 7, protect your family with life insurance. Now, life insurance is important in my opinion because if something were to happen to you as the breadwinner, then your family would be protected through this insurance, paying them a lump sum of money to be able to take care of them and replace the income that they will lose if something were to happen to you. There are 2 types of life insurance. You have term life insurance and you have whole life insurance. The advantage of term life insurance is it's less expensive than whole life. One of the disadvantages of term life insurance is that it only is good for a certain period of time. 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. Whereas with whole life, as long as you pay your premium, you can have whole life for the rest of your life. There is no contract expiration date on it as long as you continue paying your premiums. But the disadvantage for whole life, it's more expensive. Now, I'm not going to get into all the details, term life versus whole life. You can go out on the internet and do some research on that yourself. The point here is you want to have some type of life insurance to protect your family. It's a good investment, right? Because if something happens to you, you want to make sure financially your family is taken care of. So how much life insurance do you need? In my opinion, you need 10 to 15 times whatever your annual income is. If you're making $50,000 a year, at minimum, you need 10 times that. That's $500,000 in life insurance. Those are the 7 financial goals I believe all of us need to be thinking about and revisiting every single year. Drop me some comments. Let me know what you think about the video. Also, if you want those 2 free stocks from Webull, click on the link in the description box of the video. Open your Webull account, deposit $100 in it, and get that free money. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel, share the video, smash the like button. Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. And I'm going to catch you on the next video. Peace.
Today's video is sponsored by my company, RF Financial Consulting. And in my company, I work with individuals just like you through financial mentoring and coaching sessions. And in those 1-hour sessions, we talk about strategies to help you get to your financial freedom, whether it be through real estate investing, stock market investing, creating additional streams of income, credit card arbitrage, or starting and growing a business. If that's something that you might be interested in, there's an email address in the description box of the video. Send me an email and let's discuss if I'm the right fit for you.